Hey, good morning. Just taking in the beautiful morning air. This is a wonderful Sunday morning. Okay, welcome to Cycling Through Your Life. Cycling Through Your Life. And this is the fall season now. The leaves are turning, and New York is kind of, temperature-wise, it's a great place to be. Beautiful temperature in the 70s. Yeah, like low 60s in the morning, goes up to the mid 70s. It's great. It's the kind of temperature you can wear whatever you want to wear. She'll be pretty much comfortable. Get this up a little bit. Yeah, so episode 10, milestone. So that's 2.5 months of consistency, which is good. Which is good for us here at Cycling Through Your Life. And we're building. We're putting together, stacking, as they say, stacking. Right. So earlier this week, I ran into some brothers sitting on the bench, and I was able to interview them. And I remember back like a couple of years ago, I think, maybe it was a Netflix thing or a HBO thing. It was like a Sex in the City. Only thing, it was black women in Harlem, right? And whatever they went through, their lives and stuff. But I remember they had a controversial scene in a barbershop where I guess they were depicting how black men act in barbershops and what they talk about and all of that. But it was so wrong. It was so slanted. It was so incorrect. They had the men talking down on women. They had the men being very misogynistic and cursing. Man, I've been in many barbershops in my life, and I don't think I've seen that. Man, men talk about women. They talk about their lives. They talk current events. They talk sports. But anyway, my point is that when men talk, they don't use that time to put women down. That's all I'm saying about that. But anyway, I was walking by the park as I normally do, and there was two brothers there, and I kind of I walked by them. They were in a nice conversation, and I came and I said, "Wow!" As I passed, they gave me the "What's up, hey brother" sign, the nod of the head, and I went back. Oh, just now on my way here, navigating to my spot. I was doing my meditation, and there was these three brothers sitting in the car. You got to realize it's like 6:30 in the morning right now. There's nobody out here much, so I'm walking, and these guys sitting in the car with the door open, and I don't know what's going on. So I walk by. The dude looks at me saying, "Morning, King. Morning, King." I was like, "Yeah, that's beautiful, man." I was like, "Yeah, how you doing, brothers? How you doing?" What I'm saying is that despite what you hear, despite what you think, despite what's being fed to us, especially now with this ultra divisive atmosphere, people are making connections. People are reaching out. They're recognizing the humanity in others, and they're making connections. They're actually, I don't know if I could call it reaching out, but they're actually doing that. And I mean, for for me or for people like me that's kind of cycling into another level of interactions, being a senior citizen, accepting that, accepting your status, and then the regular everyday connections that we take for granted, that we used to take for granted, like with the work and stuff. I don't know if that was an illusion of connection or what, because when you go to work every day and you see these people make friends, they become lifelong friends from work and stuff like that. I've seen that too. But there's a whole lot of people that you come in contact with that fill your world, and for a large part of the day, you're interacting with people and it becomes normal to you. And when that's taken away, or when you retire, or when you go into a different environment where that's not happening, you start to miss it, And that's, I guess, we call that getting lonely. We're lonely. We're not having these interactions and I would say these interactions that distract us from ourselves, I guess you could define lonely as being unable to deal exclusively with yourself and your own thoughts. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, as long as you have somebody else to interact with, that's cool. And I think that with couples, long-term couples, they become so used to each other that it's not the two becomes one, but there's no more real interest there in terms of new things or new ideas or new conversations. So again, it's kind of a aloneness. But since we're at a different age, we're at a different cycle, these connections are important, when somebody says hi, or morning king, or how you doing king, or brothers on the bench, they'll say, yeah, how you doing, and it's sincere, because they didn't have to do that, these brothers here on the side of the park, they didn't have to do that. And there's been times in my life that I've gotten like, what the fuck you looking at? I got that. But I don't get that much. I don't get that much anymore. So interesting things are happening, and these are just my thoughts on getting old, I guess, or growing old, and just dealing with singlehood, I guess, bachelordom at this stage, or and basically forcing myself to be active, to walk, to ride, to come outside, and also being alone but not lonely, entertaining myself with myself. So that's the deal. The conversations was really good. I'm gonna put some of that up in this piece with the brothers I had earlier. There was a truck parked, by there, and it was making a lot of noise. I don't know what it was doing, but it had one of these really loud engines, motors, and I'm gonna doctor the clip to get a good, a better audio. Just pieces to see what brothers be talking about, All right, we rolling.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully the noise don't drown out. But listen, Mr. Taylor, thank you for stopping, ask us to engage in, again, conscious effort to cycling through life. Interesting.
Right.
I look forward to even doing a little bit more homework to find out.
Yeah. I'll give you the hookups.
My
Yeah.
name is Yusef Taylor.
Okay.
We share the same last name, right?
Right.
Maybe possibly slave masters, or intrinsically there's a connection there. And,
Yeah.
again,
Maybe closer than that.
yeah, actually, I'm just turned 58, August 10th.
Okay.
And I'm from North New Jersey. North birthed me, East Orange raised me. And I transitioned over here to New York.
Your brother, your name?
Okay. My name is Fred Wimbush.
Okay.
I've just reached 75 years old.
Okay.
August 25th.
Happy birthday.
And as you said, I've been in the field for a little bit there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What I allow to encourage me in general is just the listening to what other people say.
Right.
You know, give me ideas of what not to do, or how not to, shall I say, make a fool of myself.
Right.
You know, how to stay grounded in general. I use an adage from a song by Ozzy Brothers, because I'm gonna do what I've been doing. I'll keep on doing what I'm doing, so I can't do what I'm doing no more.
Okay.
You know, so
Okay. From that look on your face, it looks like it gives you a lot of pleasure, some joy to do what you're doing.
yes,
Yes, and that's beautiful.
And I think what really gives me joy is really care and being kind to others,
Okay.
you know, voluntarily.
Okay.
Because sometimes most of us, we shall say, we look for monetary recompensation for what we do.
Right.
And I find that to take away from what it is you want to do. Just do it because you feel like you want to do it.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you: you guys in relationships? Are you married?
Yeah, I've been married for 26 years now.
Yikes!
Yeah, just celebrating the anniversary on July 7th.
Do you recommend it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think that's a staple of our family unit. You know, it's inherent. I think the family unit has been challenged with a lot of different approaches, or due to some of the financial constraints that are imposed on marriages, where you're at a certain economic level. Some people don't see the benefit, or some people are trying to matriculate through services or support, and you almost it's discouraged because some things are not available to you as you're building wealth or trying to establish yourself or afford New York. So I see a lot of people like to get married, but when they start doing screenings, backgrounds, looking at finances, they almost get screened out for available subsidies because they just missed this threshold or mark. Do what's right, you know, and you know, marry a person and build a family.
Yeah.
So I've been fortunate to be able to follow that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You?
Hasn't been perfect though, so you know.
We ain't gonna talk about that. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother show. Let's keep it clean.
Right now, I'm into my second marriage, about 20 years.
Second marriage? 20 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I've been married before, and it worked for a while, then for a little while it didn't work, you know. Issues came about, and in some kind of way we had to part our ways.
Self-preservation.
But I was desirous.
See your take on things.
Yeah.
Whole nother conversation. Right? I respect your decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was desirous of continuing that marriage institution.
I hear you.
So I got married again, you know, and I'm kind of blessed with that because we begin to learn our limitations. You know, some things we can't do, some things we can do. And I realized in my life, without a woman, I don't know where I'd be, you know, personally.
Okay.
In general. It's difficult mostly because sometimes some things are not for you. You know, the right person may not come along. I've been gifted enough to have that right person in my life.
Well, that's a blessing.
And it's get to the point where it's not actually about love, but understanding.
Love is overrated.
Yes. Yes, it is. I think so.
Like is what you need.
Yes. You know.
If you get the wrong woman, Lord have mercy.
And that's likely to occur.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the odds are not in your favor these times.
Or vice versa. That when they come and
No,
we're trying to
it isn't.
redress or recreate, and they done got the wrong one, they bring it up to like home, so we understand.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
understand what we're looking for. So
It's one of the hardest things I think a man can do in his life is have a successful relationship.
Yeah.
That's why I have a lot of respect for brothers like this who did like 20 odd years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a thing. That's a real accomplishment, you know. All right, man. So yeah, here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta get your information.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. And you see, it was such a great interaction for me because it was unexpected, and I took the chance of walking up to them and asking them if they wanted to be interviewed, and most people just say yeah. You know, most people just say yeah. So this is number 10. Navigator is on the set. And it's a beautiful Sunday morning. I think I'm gonna go walk some more. I think I'll do some walking. Alright? And I'll see y'all next time on Cycling Through Your Life. Take care of yourselves.